Hey everybody, Josh and Justin here for Whiskey Wednesday for Argonaut Wine and Liquor. Today we unfortunately had to take a little break from releasing single barrels. We didn't have anything in, so...
Yeah, we had a pretty good run though, so I don't think anybody should be disappointed about that.
No, we had a great run. We've got a bunch more stuff coming through the end of the year. But, you know, I thought it was a good time to take some time, talk about one of my favorite fall-winter cocktails, and that is the Manhattan. So a general Manhattan, you use rye whiskey, a 2-to-1 ratio of the whiskey to a sweet vermouth. But, you know, I was looking it up online. There are a bunch of really fun takes with kind of other pours or other things that you can do with this. So we're going to try a couple of our favorite ryes in the store right now and then do a couple of cocktails with them. So to start off, we've got this guy. I've previously said on Whiskey Wednesday, this is one of my favorite cocktail ryes of all time.
Yeah, it's just solid. Like when we got it in, is this the standard? Is this our pick?
Nope, this is our barrel.
Yeah, so when we got that one in, I was super impressed with it. And like, yeah, we all said, even like me behind the scenes on that video, how great it would be in cocktails. So I'm looking forward to seeing it in one.
Yeah, so for you guys that can't see it, this is our Knob Creek single barrel rye. And we picked this one probably a little over a year ago. Yeah, said it was selected on 8/1/22. So it's been in the store for a little while, but it's little over 4, almost 4.5 years old. No, sorry, 5, almost 5.5 years old. From Warehouse K. And I love these ryes. I mean, they're just so good. On the nose, definitely sweeter than you would think of for a traditional rye. You know, the nose isn't super dilly, super spicy. It's almost a little bit more of like a bourbon drinker's rye nose.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh man, the flavor with that is awesome though.
Yeah, you definitely get that, like the characteristic rye feel, but a little bit of that sweetness carries over onto the palate. It's not quite as biting as some like other ryes can be, so I could definitely see a bourbon drinker entering the rye world on this one.
Yeah, definitely. If you like Knob Creek bourbon picks, if you like, you know, things like, I don't know, our Russell's picks or things that have like a big mid-palate spice to them, you know, this might be an awesome way to go to try those out.
Yeah.
Up next, this is my other favorite rye out of Kentucky, maybe one of my favorite ryes ever. Willet 4-year rye. It is fantastic. These guys still family owned. You know, one of the last distilleries in Kentucky to kind of be that way.
Yeah.
The people there are just fantastic, and they make some killer whiskeys.
Yeah. I honestly can't remember if I've ever tried the green top, so I am looking forward to this.
Yeah, and, you know, generally, this used to be an allocated item for us. You know, we only would get a very limited amount. We're now, you know, have enough where we keep it in stock most of the time on the end cap at the end of the bourbon aisle, where we have some of our more, you know, in and out, limited release type stuff. So if you haven't checked that out, definitely check it out.
Yeah, there's some good stuff living on there. And this one has what you were saying the Knob Creek is lacking. It's got more of that herbal, dilly, spicy nose on it. So this like kind of a traditional rye feel right off the bat.
Yeah, and that dill kind of herbaceous note really carries through to the palate. I mean, it's almost like it's got a thickness to it.
Yeah,
just for all the herbal flavors in there. It's really interesting.
Yeah, it's solid. Like, I can see why this is one of your favorites, and I do think this is the first time I've tried it. I think I tried the purple top was the one I got, but this is fantastic.
Yeah, so this is their 4-year rye on the shelf right now, $79.99. I believe this guy we have on the shelf for $49.99. So let's show you guys how to make a couple cocktails with it. So we're going to do 2 takes on a Manhattan here. So the first one we're going to do is called a black Manhattan. So with a black Manhattan, you're going to do 2 ounces. I mean, we don't necessarily measure things here, but 2 a 2-to-1 ratio of rye to whatever liqueur you're using with it. So 2 ounces of rye, and then 1 ounce of Amaro Nonino, or any Italian Amaro, but I really like Nonino. This is what I make paper planes with at home. Just one of my favorite Amaros. So about 1 ounce of that. Throw some bitters in there.
Yeah, I like the orange bitters choice. Like, nice citrus complement. Should go really well with both of these, actually.
Yeah, it'll brighten up, the Amaro, the spiciness of the rye. And then we just give this guy nice little shake. And that one is yours.
Yeah, thank you.
And generally with a Black Manhattan, if you use something like a Chinar or a darker Italian vermouth, you'll get, not vermouth, Italian Amaro, you'll get a darker color in the actual glass. That's why it's called a Black Manhattan. But since we use one that's a little bit lighter color, that's why you get that one. And then I'm going to make, this is one I saw online that was called a revolver. You can make it with bourbon or rye. I'm going to make it with rye today, of course, because we got my favorite cocktail rye in the house. So again, 2 ounces of this guy. And then 1 ounce of coffee liqueur. So this is actually a great alternative if you're not a vodka fan, but you want to do something kind of espresso martini-ish. I mean, they're all the rage right
definitely.
now. So, coffee liqueur, kind of similar type of presentation. So something you could drink instead if you're not a huge vodka guy. So this is from Block Distilling, just down the road from us in Rhino. They're awesome. Again, fantastic people. Love working with them.
I've got a bottle of this coffee liqueur at home. I've made a couple drinks with it, and it's excellent.
Yeah, so same thing. Throw a couple dashes of bitters in there. And give it a nice shake. Boom, so this is going to be our revolver. Also, orange twist. And you can just do that around the edge, give it a little citrus on the outside, throw that in there.
Yeah.
Went a little light on our ratios, but cheers, sir.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is the perfect espresso martini replacement. You guys will notice we haven't made espresso martinis on Whiskey Wednesday yet. I'm not a huge vodka drinker myself. That's kind of why. So for you guys that are whiskey people and want to be with your friends drinking espresso martinis. I mean, they always say it's a different kind of occasion when people start busting out the espresso martinis. Ask for a revolver.
Yeah, this one, like I said, like my guess was right. The citrus plays great with the rye and the Amaro. Orange forward, but it's got like a end of palate bitterness that isn't overpowering. It just really complements everything, and then like the little bit of the dill spice from the willet is really rounds things out. It's delicious.
Awesome. Well, yeah. So a couple great winter cocktails here. Come on down, give them a shot. Keep tuning in. We're gonna have some more big bourbon news coming up soon, as well as more single barrels throughout the rest of the year. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.